4 people by the time you think about overhead of, the rent. I think the rent on the space we have in Ithaca is 1/10 of that of Silicon Valley. The talent here in Central
And
New York
in Watkins Glen, it's 1/100.
Sure it is. Oh no.
We got just a spot for you.
No, but I think, but there's incredible amounts of talent in New York, and actually I'm having really good success. There is a lot of people from the East Coast, from the Northeast, who live in Colorado, California, DC area. I'm really desperate to try and get back to this area, but there's a lack of sufficient tech jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's.
Actually, I don't steal. Just so you know, I am not a poacher. I do not poach. But I do believe that if you've got sister agencies.
I'm pretty good at poaching, so I'm pretty bad at that.
I want to grow my own.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take your stuff. Okay.
That was great.
Try to follow that.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to apply some of what you taught us tonight. I'm Jeanette Frank. I'm the Executive Director at the Arc of Schuyler, and using what you're talking about, what we do is we change the lives of people with disabilities through innovative and individualized solutions. And we are looking for a Director of Information Technology who's going to help us on that journey of finding those innovative solutions and applying them in real life situations. So if you know anyone who might be interested in that opportunity, I'd love to talk to them. Thank you.
Okay.
Anybody else want to?
You have to. Have you said who you are? I'll look at you, Alan. Alan.
Oh, me?
You're next.
Okay. So I'm Alan Ray, and I'm Executive Director of Incubator Works. We operate incubators in Alfred and Corning. And our big challenge at the moment is, we've spent the last 4 years turning this business around from a huge loss making to we actually broke even on a genuine basis for the first time this year.
Congratulations.
So our next challenge is how do we expand, because we've got less than 10% of our space available. And so there's no point in having incubators if you don't have space for people to come into. So we're working the system to try and put together a deal to convert the old Schweitzer aircraft plant. Now, one of the things that we've been through is a complete repositioning. And a lot of what Tony was talking about, we were called the ceramics corridor for years and years, and nobody knew what we were. But we were trying to symbolize what we were doing, and so we rebranded as Incubator Works, which is a very self-evident name, and people get it right away in terms of what's going to do it. How we developed the name is interesting, and Tony's going to laugh at that. Our process was over several cups of coffee to figure out what worked, and then check to see which websites weren't taken. And this one was not taken. So that's how we ended up with our name. But one of the things that we're really talking about, we had a board meeting today, was our whole positioning and our mission, and how should we modify it, and how should we cope with changing needs, and how do we incorporate voice of the customer? And on that basis, I found this a really, really useful presentation. Thank you.
Anybody else? No. All right, well, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Certainly want to thank the Snyder family for hosting us here. You guys They're very generous, and they donate the space and invite everybody to come in, so do come back for when they're actually open and visit the place. And we will be here the second Wednesday of every month at 6 p.m. and we look forward to seeing you all there. One last request. One of the ways that this is, Tony didn't talk much about it for you, those of you who have not been here before, we're actually largely funded by the state of New York. One of the things we ask for is, the state asks from us is to report back to them what the results of our events are. So if you've not done so yet, please do sign in. That really helps us track our data that we report back to the state. They've been very happy so far. They're going to continue to fund these efforts, so those type of things are a way you can help us keep doing this.
Thank you.
All right, and please stay and network and hang out.
And eat.
And eat. What's the snacks out of there?
So I'm going to ask this while you're up there like doing this. So one of the challenges we have